Kevin, welcome to Birmingham City Football Club. How much are you looking forward to getting started?
Really looking forward to it, to be honest. It's been a tough season for me personally at Burnley. Burnley was a big part of my career since ever I moved to England in 19, and it's just felt like the right time now for me to move on, and Birmingham is a massive club and really excited to be here.
I've got written down here, commanding centre-half. Is that how you describe yourself? Do you go along with that?
I don't like describing myself, to be honest. From people I've been speaking to, that's probably how they describe me. I think I communicate well, try to be a leader on the pitch, and hopefully that's what I can do.
You've signed with us on a permanent deal to the summer. Is it a case of using the next 5 months to take this opportunity you've been given and seeing where you go from there?
Yeah, that's it exactly. I haven't got much game time this season, so spoke to the manager last night, and he spoke really well of the place, and I know a few of the guys that are here already, so when the opportunity came along, I was really excited to come here, and I just want to get going now, Mitching to get playing.
You've mentioned it already, but you obviously join us from Burnley, having been there for nearly 12 years. It's a long portion of your career, a big portion of your career. How would you reflect on your time there?
I have great memories. Great memories. I think I've seen the club grow from probably a small training ground, not much of a training ground. I remember getting changed at the stadium when I first arrived and travelling down to the training ground, and I think the changes that have happened over the last 10 years have been amazing for the club and for the fan base. They've just went on from strength to strength, and hopefully long may it continue for them. I wish them nothing but the best.
What was it then in terms of the move, in terms of the conversations that you've had with Craig Garner, the technical director, or the manager John Eustace, that convinced you that this is the right place for you now?
They just spoke highly of the club. I know myself that it's a massive club, so I didn't really have any questions about that side of things. But from when I spoke to them, they spoke about having a good group of lads, and I think that's always important if you want to be successful as a team. So just they reiterated that, and I was really excited to come in here and get going.
And you've got bags of experience in the game. You've played in the Premier League and the Championship before. How much at this stage in your career do you lean on those experiences?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, when you've played at a good level, you're obviously always learning. And I've had good players at Burnley around me in the past, and I've tried to learn off them as I've got older, and tried to help the younger lads as I've got a bit older as well. So I always lean on those experiences I had in the past, and try better myself as a player and better people around me.
How do you find being one of the senior boys in the dressing room now?
Yeah, it's a bit strange. I still feel like a young lad, so it's a bit strange when you feel you're getting told you're one of the senior players. It doesn't quite sound right. So yeah, I'll take a bit getting used to.
You've enjoyed a number of loan spells during your time at Burnley. All players want to play football, so clearly you're not afraid to go out in search of more match minutes. Is that what you've been after?
Yeah, I've been after it for quite a while now. For one reason or another, it's not happened at Burnley on a consistent basis. So just felt like now was the right time to get out and hopefully just get some games under my belt and just get going again, kick on.
You spoke about this being the right time for you as well. I mean, here at the club, we've had a number of injuries in your position. So from a personal perspective, is it a case of seeing this as an opportunity to grab that shirt and keep hold of it?
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan. Hopefully I can come in and play, and spoke to the manager. If I do well, then he's got a decision to make. So that's what I'm aiming to do. I'm hoping to come in, play, and try and improve the team, and hopefully get us up the table a bit more. And if I do well, then just the way football works, you do well, you stay in the team. So that's what I'm aiming for.
The gaffer here said that he spoke to Sean Dyche. He spoke to people associated with the island, set up about you as a character, had done a bit of background work, and I watched a bit of Sean Dyche talk about you in glowing terms back in 2015, just after you made your first Premier League start. He spoke about you having to be patient to get the opportunity, but your application was always there. Is that something that you pride yourself on as a professional?
Definitely. I think if you want to be successful, you need a good group of players. It's not always just the first 11. It's a team game, and as much as it can be frustrating at times not being in the starting 11, I think as a group you need everyone and stick together. And personally, I don't feel it gets you anywhere if you start sulking and kicking balls around. It's not going to help you in the long run. So I think I pride myself in trying to improve every day and train well, and obviously, like you said, managers have seen that when it's not been my turn to play, and I've always worked hard because I think that's what I believe.
Do you know any of the boys that are currently here?
Yeah, I know Robbo from loan spell at Barnsley, Scotty Hogan from the Irish team, and I know Juki as well from spell at Burnley when he was there.
Yeah, and how important is it, like you say, that dressing room? You'd have been part of many dressing rooms over 12 years at Burnley, that you get the right characters in there when the chips are down and you go through difficult spells, as you invariably do over the course of a season, that you've got that right group inside the dressing room.
I think it's massive, especially as you say, when times get tough. If you've got a good group of lads and everyone enjoys coming in, working together and playing for each other and playing for the shirt, it makes a massive difference. Just that fighting spirit you get when times are tough and no one wants to give up and everyone wants to help each other out, and I think it's massive, yeah.
You mentioned, Scotty, through the Ireland setup, 17 times you've been capped for the Republic of Ireland. As a Cork lad, how proud are you to represent your country?
Yeah, it's a massive achievement. I never thought I'd be capped even once, so to get 17 and hopefully there's still more to come. Yeah, it's a massive achievement. Dead proud of it. Family's dead proud of it, and as you said, as a Cork lad, yeah, buzzing.
Very finally then, what does a good season or half of a season look like for you?
Get in, play some games, play as well as I can, and hopefully be successful. And if I'm successful, hopefully that means Birmingham's successful as well, and we can move on up the table and do well.
Jerry, thanks for talking to us.
Cheers, thank you. Thank you.